Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I'm JMV, and I thought that I would get a little bit more in depth with Star Wars Episode 5 Empire Strikes Back. Just thought that I would continue make a couple more videos with the original trilogy novel adaptations before I get into the other books. I only read like 4 other books from the Old Republic um, timeline for Star Wars Legends, and so I just kind of want to space them out a bit and um, take my time with all of them as I process everything. But I wanted to add some more things on the original trilogy. So the Empire. So let's begin. The Empire Strikes Back. There we go. Novel adaptation um, is is based off of the story or by George Lucas and a screenplay by Leah Brackett and Lawrence Kasdan, and this novel adaptation is written by Donald F. Glatt. Um, and it's longer than the other ones. It's longer than the other ones for the original trilogy, and it pays off given that um, Empire Strikes Back, according to a lot of the community, including myself, most people would say that it's the best movie, it's the best story out of all of them, and I totally agree with you on that. Um, it doesn't add too much to it other than um, giving a little bit more emphasis and details on some of the characters and their characteristics and sorry, fixing my shirt there. There it is. And the plot, it just adds a little bit more detail into everything. Um, you get more emphasis on Han and Leia's relationship as they develop. You get Chewbacca's perspective on it, almost considering Han as his buddy, somewhat pet in a way, even though Chewbacca is often viewed as Han's pet, but I don't know. They're just best friends. But you also get more details and emphasis on Yoda's and Luke's relationship as Yoda trains Luke. It's spread out more. Same thing with Han and Leia's relationship dynamics. It's a little bit more spread out, adds more emphasis and details. And yes, Yoda's blue. Just want to point that out, but I'll get back to that later. You also the fight between Vader and Luke is also spread out a bit more, lengthened out, and you see things a bit more in their perspective and a little bit in the Emperor's perspective in a way, but it's all essentially practically word for word as what you see in a movie and watch in a movie. The dialogue is just slightly different in different areas. You get a little bit more background information behind Boba Fett and his Mandalorian relationship. Is it just ever so slightly a little bit more of his background, not too much. Let's see here. you see a little bit more conflict between Luke's relationship, feelings towards his father after finding out more about who he is, and then I don't know. There's not much to add. There's probably one or two deleted scenes added into this book, but other than that, it's practically what you see in the movie. So there's there's not much to add to it compared to the original trilogy or Return of the Jedi. There's a bit more to add to them, and you do with the New Hope. You do see more of the deleted scenes being added back into it. Not so much with this book. It's practically, essentially what you see from the movie. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it, or at least in my perspective, in my opinion. I I enjoyed it. I loved it. I loved the movie. I loved the novel adaptation. And if you want to add it into your Star Wars Legends collection, go right ahead. As long as you are willing to bypass the fact that Yoda's blue. But yeah, if you're able to just shoo off the fact or bypass the fact that Yoda's blue in this, then yeah, you can totally add this into your Star Wars Legends timeline or collection. There's not much changes. There's actually very little changes other than the fact that Yoda's blue. But other than that, it's practically word for word for in different, a bitly different dialogue, different wording to what you see in the movie. With some areas stretched out a bit more, you see a little bit more character dynamics between all um, the the captains or commanders that Darth Vader kills and chokes out or whatnot. You see their more of their fear and worries behind all of that. So you do get their personality and um, perspective in that um, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to think of some other word. Um, let's see here. If you love Empire Strikes Back and you enjoyed it really well, this book is definitely. Where's the camera? This book is definitely a should read, a must read. What else? Oh, I thought I would add this too. I'm going to be giving a little bit more in-depth information with Return of the Jedi as well, but I thought that, and I'm going to share this in that video as well, is this one. So after I'm done giving a little bit more information on the original trilogy novel adaptations, I'm going to be for the Star Wars Legends books. I'm going to be getting into reading Splinter in the Mind's Eye here soon, probably within the next month. And then I'm going to be also talking about some other novels that I've read within the timeline with Dawn of the Jedi and Revan and Deceived. They're all in the Old Republic era. I'll talk about that era here soon. And then I want to also mention, and I want to talk about some other books as well. Next books that I want to perhaps talk about is, and I'm giving a heads up, is the Jurassic Park books, the duology. Although with me, since I consider Dragon Teeth as part of the universe since it's 100 years before, I essentially consider it a trilogy in a way. It's not too much of a big deal, so I'll be talking about I want to talk about the Jurassic Park novels here soon as well. So I wanted to give a heads up on that, and yeah, I hope that you all have a good day and read this book. Read it, add it to your collection. Ignore the fact that Yoda's blue. Okay? And it's just a really good read. It's a really good read, and with that, I'm gonna say hope you all have a good day. Have a nice day. I'm going to be making another video here soon for my input on Return of the Jedi. And with that, I hope that you all have a good day. Bye.